I have several different positions that I want to fill throughout 2025, but I'm going to fill them one at a time because I am very, very, very vigilant on making sure that I get the right person, not just that I get a body to fill a position. Because anybody that comes into what it is that we doing over here and what we building, I want to make sure that they're the right person. Now, let me say this, and then I'm going to give you the reason why I'm hiring and what the position is. A lot of y'all know that all of this has changed, and I had somebody fly in, took measurements, did all of their things. So shout out to them coming in and they doing everything. And we putting hundreds of thousands of dollars into building new studios, new equipment, lots of stuff going on because we want to grow this thing. And I'm dedicated to building an empire. And I said that this was only a tip of the iceberg years ago on what we was doing. And now we're going to continue to grow. And so we plan on competing with national networks. We are building some really special stuff that I can't even mention to y'all right now. But in order for me to do so, I can't do it all by myself. So I operate incredibly lean with all of my companies. And anybody that works with me, they definitely put their work in. They grind. And so this is not going to be a position for you to just be able to chill, have a good time, only do 1 or 2 hours of work a day. This ain't that. I'm just going to tell you, if you're looking for some easy money, this ain't that. All right? Now, I pay my people incredibly good. What I'm looking for, and I said that I was going to say this out loud before I put it out to any recruiters and to the bag chasers. What I'm looking for is a 3-in-1, okay? So, again, we operate incredibly lean, and instead of having a whole bunch of people making okay money, we'd rather have certain people that are great at what they do make a decent bag, all right? So I'm looking for a 3-in-1, and that 3-in-1 is a producer, and I'll explain what that is. It's a producer. I'm also looking for a person that knows how to edit in both Photoshop and Premiere Pro, so the Adobe Creative Cloud. And I'm looking for a person, a producer, editor, and what was the last thing? A producer, editor. I'm looking for an extension of me without the content creation part. Oh, and a content creation manager. So essentially what the position is I'm looking for a person to free up my time. And what that means is the producer role is the person that does what I do as far as the effort to finding the things that we want to talk about and staying up to date on what's going on in popular culture. So you got to have an eye for what's going on. You got to be participatory. You cannot just be in your shell, not knowing what's going on and think that you can cut on the internet and then start giving me stuff. So you have to be planning for what it is that I'm doing. You have to be putting together the things that I'm going to be doing on a regular basis. When I put together the stuff for this show on a daily basis, I am producing the show before I ever go live. So, you know, all of the images that you see and all of this stuff that's popping up and all of that and whatever, you know what I'm saying? The different clips that I'm using and stuff, that is producing the show. And so you're going to be producing both the Millionaire Morning Show, the Anton Daniels channel, After Hours, and whatever it is that we got going on, all right? So that's A. B, you're going to be managing my content creation, so you'll have control over all of my YouTube channels. So anything that needs to be clipped up, anything that needs to be going out, editing, putting in timestamps, stuff like that. That is the management aspect of it. And then the last part is there is some editing and some you know, you got to do thumbnails and editing and be able to upload stuff and stuff like that. So you have to understand content creation. You have to understand. And I'm not telling you that you got to know everything right away. But what I am saying is that you have to have a knack for producing and putting out content and being able to move and be mobile based off of my schedule. Now, some people are saying that it's too much. I agree with you. That's how I filter out who I want to be around me. Because I'm not looking for somebody that's lazy. And when I say lazy, I'm talking about as it relates to whatever the standards of the world is. I don't operate like that. My schedule, the way that we work different over here. Now, before I get into that aspect of it, I also want to say that the position does start in 6 figures. So depending on your experience, if you've never done it before, or you just have a couple of the skills and you're not, fully into it, it's probably a little bit less than $100,000 a year. However, the position will start at about $100,000 to $110,000 a year. All right, and then there's perks that come with it. Obviously, you know that I give out tickets. You won't need any equipment, all of that type of stuff. So, just a couple of caveats. The position is going to start out above $100,000 a year, and that's because I don't want people lazy around me. You understand what I'm saying? College experience, awesome. I love women, and I think that women are the hardest workers, so I have a preference for women. If you are a person that need assistance, if you need to be babysat, this is not going to be for you. If you are a person that has a family and your family is going to be taking precedence as far as you not being able to be mobile and come in on most days, it's going to be a hybrid position. You'll be able to work off site, but I need you to also come in here and you know what I'm saying, make sure things is right and all of that type of stuff. If you can't fill that role, this is not for you. This ain't for everybody. This life ain't for everybody, all right? I'm not interested in kicking it or hiring people that need assistance, that's saying that it's too much. I get it, and I'm cool with that. That means that you don't want to do this. This ain't for you. But again, I'm looking for a producer. I'm looking for a go-getter. I'm looking for a person that's willing to learn. I'm looking for a person that's willing to grow with me. I keep people for long term, all right? I always have a preference for women, but it's not limited to women. If you got a good spirit, if you on time, if you're on top of it, you don't have to necessarily be a college graduate, but that's cool if you have some form of training or whatever. I'm looking for people that put in the effort. I'm looking for people, and let me also say, you got to be here. I'm not against people coming here and relocating here, but you got to be here. And again, it's a hybrid thing because I need you to be able to produce and put stuff in place. I need you to learn how to work the cameras. I need you to learn how to look at things and make adjustments on the fly. You see what I'm saying? So again, this position starts off at over $100,000 a year. And again, I need you to be an extension of me. I need you to free me up so I can go and get that other bag and take care of other business. All right. So again, if you are not the type of person that is a go-getter, if you are the type of person that feels as though it's too much work, this is not for you. All right. If you don't want to live this lifestyle, if you're not trying to be traveling, you know what I'm saying? It's travel perks that come with it. You get, your own MacBook Pros. You get everything. You get all of the insight information. You'll probably be sitting courtside with me sometimes. Who knows if that's what you want to do. But if this is not for you, if you are not built for this, if this is not what you want, if this is not what you want, if you are not the type of person that can go get it, if you can't be here and available most days, including 7 days a week, and again, I need you to be producing and all of that stuff, then this is not for you, okay? Don't waste your time. Don't apply just for the sake of applying. And do not, listen to me, do not, under any circumstance, feel as though I owe you something. I pay my people well. I take care of my people. They all make a lot of money, but they work their ass off, all right? Because again, I expect for you to be an extension of me. I got a culture here of not just sleeping in and making it happen. You're going to have to be here before I be here, but then again, you might only be here for 2 or 3 hours a day, and then the rest of your time, you working from home or something like that. Who knows? We'll figure it out as we go, but again, this is not for everybody. And you know what I'm saying? You're going to have to relocate. You got to be here. You got to live here. And if you don't like Detroit, then you can't work for me. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be here. You have to be here. You get taken care of. You get the perks. Probably get a company credit card. All of that stuff. All right? Probably get access to my cars, everything. But you got to be here. You got to be here. So if you are interested in this position, you can email me at Anton Daniels 413@gmail.com. Email me your resume. 2 things. I need your LinkedIn and your resume. And then I also need your social media profiles because I need to see what you are. I want to know who you are in real life. And you ain't got to, listen, I ain't trying to get the corporate or whatever. You can have fun, be the type of person to be out in the streets and all of that. I just need to see what we working with. All right? Social media profiles, number one. And then I need your resume or your LinkedIn. Okay? So, again, let me say this for the people in the back. Email address. And again, if you're not here, but you are like a single person and you can move however you want to move and you willing to come here, then this may be the position for you. That may give you the upper hand, all right? So email me at antondaniels413@gmail.com. antondaniels413@gmail.com. And then we'll figure it out. Okay? So it is a $100,000 plus a year job, probably somewhere between 100 and 110 just to start off, with all of the perks, all of the bonuses. But, you got to be willing to grind. You got to be willing to hustle. You got to be willing to work. All right, so that is what it is. I am hiring and I'm building an empire and I need good people around me. Later on throughout the year, I'm going to need some sales managers. I'm going to need a lot of different people to fill a lot of roles. And then I'm also creating some new shows. So I'll also be looking for talent. But in the immediate, and let me just say this also. The position will start at sometime late January, early February, I'm anticipating. So basically beginning of the year. It might even start in the beginning of January. We can figure it out according to your schedule if it makes sense, okay? So anybody that's interested, email me at antondaniels413@gmail.com. Send me your profile. I love it when people give effort, and I love people with the right mindset. I don't care where you're from in the United States of America. I'm going to give preference to people that's already here in Detroit. But if you're willing to fly here and you're the better candidate, and you're willing to relocate, I might even be able to help you with some relocation expenses, okay? So I do have a budget set aside. You just got to be the right person. Got to be the right person. I will give you some relocation expenses to help you cover that. And then we're going to run it up. We're going to get a bag, and we're going to take care of opportunities. So if you've never had an opportunity, or if you're trying to, you never made six figures, or you're looking for something to break out, or you're looking for a change of pace, this might be the thing for you. All right? Company phone, all of that stuff. So we're going to get there. Email me at antondaniels413@gmail.com. And we're going to go from there. Yes. To the person that's texting me, yes, you have to live in Detroit. Somebody said no Facebook, no IG, no nothing. I'm not even on X. Some people don't do social media. Well, then you don't do Anton from AntonDaniels.com jobs. How you gonna be a content creator manager and be able to manage my social media if you don't even understand it? That means that this job is not for you. So if you wanted to just stay out of the loop, then stay out of the loop. I told you, you got to get active. You're going to have to get active. We do shopping trips. We go to Gucci. We be sitting courtside. We take flights. We do all of that stuff. But you're going to have to be in the streets. And so, if you got to be home by 5 o'clock, you probably will be most days, but some days you probably won't. And so if your husband or your wife is telling you, oh, no, you can't, this ain't the job for you. If you got a boyfriend that says that, oh, man, I can't rock with you if you living somewhere else, this ain't the job for you. This is not I'm looking for the right person. I'm not looking for everybody, all right? I'm looking for the right person. I'm not looking for everybody. This may not be the job for you, and that's okay. I still love you. We still rocking out, all right?